तप्त दीपो भवा. I hope all of you recognize this. स्वयं का दीपक बनो, और जो दीपक हमको अब बनना है पूरी दुनिया में शांति फैलाने के लिए, उस सब के लिए आप सबका यहाँ पर स्वागत है.
This year's Hwpl World Peace Summit in India marks its 10th anniversary, making it even more meaningful. Over the past decade, how have we practiced peace? And what kind of peaceful era can we look forward to in the next 10 years? Under the theme, Building World Peace Community Through Unity in India, many have gathered here today.
Through this event, we will reflect on the peace activities Hwpl has carried out in India and also the achievements that has been made so far. We will also work together to establish tailored networks in each region, formulating future peace initiatives.
So to begin with today's event of the 10th anniversary of Hwpl World
HWPL के इस प्रोग्राम में आप सबका स्वागत। हमारा बहुत पुराना एसोसिएशन है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आप देख रहे होंगे, बहुत से लोग हैं यहाँ वर्कर्स हमारे, एंड वी कॉल देम वर्कर्स। हमारा बहुत पुराना एसोसिएशन है HWPL के साथ में, एंड इसलिए कि वो दे आर जेन्युइनली वर्किंग फॉर पीस। क्योंकि हमारा मोटो है हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का कि हम वन साइडेड कोऑपरेशन देते हैं किसी अच्छे काम के अंदर विदाउट एक्सपेक्टिंग एनीथिंग। तो हमें करना था ये, जिस तरीके से इन्होंने पूरी दुनिया के अंदर दे हैव ग्रोन, देयर ग्रोथ इज फिनोमिनल, अजीब है, अद्भुत कह सकते हैं हम कि अभी विद इन 10 years और 10 years भी नहीं हुए, इन्होंने दे हैव देयर प्रेजेंस इन एवरी कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वाप ऑफिस मीटिंग्स, इंटरफेथ डायलॉग्स फॉर डिफरेंट रिलीजन्स। इमेजिन 182 कंट्रीज के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, 182 कंट्रीज में बहुत से अलग अलग धर्मों के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हर मंथ आपस में कुछ बातचीत कर रहे हैं, कुछ आदान प्रदान हो रहा है, कोई डायलॉग चल रहा है। इट्स ए ग्रेट वर्क एंड सैल्यूट टू देम। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच। और असल में तो मुझे कुछ देना था, प्रेजेंट मुझे करना था, इन्होंने, हम तो कोलैबोरेटर्स हैं, तो ये ठीक है, बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है एक प्लांट जो आपने गिफ्ट किया, एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच उसके लिए भी। लेकिन कुछ मैं भी देना चाहता हूँ, और हम लेकर आए थे मिस्टर मैनली चेयरमैन ने, और ग्लोबल B5 इनका, जिसके अंदर कई कॉन्टिनेंट्स आते हैं, उनकी हेड है मिस काइलिशन, कोरिया में है। तो एक छोटा सा मॉन्यूमेंट, एक या थोड़ा सा छोटा सा गिफ्ट उनके लिए था, और यहाँ की जो टीम के 3 हेड्स हैं वो उनके लिए कुछ छोटे छोटे से गिफ्ट थे। अगर इजाज़त दें तो हम अभी प्रेजेंट कर दें।
Sleepy? Everyone is sleepy? Alright. So I would like to welcome each one of you on the most auspicious occasion of Hwpl's 10th World Peace Summit. So it's a great privilege and a heartfelt honor that you all have gathered today by sparing your most precious time. And most importantly, many people have traveled here from multiple different cities. So I really thank all of you and welcome once again. So today I would also like to highlight that how Hwpl has turned 10th year olds now, and we are celebrating this foundation day together because we are one family. So I really welcome all the esteemed guests, educators, professors, religious leaders, media people, people from public relation. I welcome you all the peace advocates, all the messengers of the peace. So I would like to applaud for all of you once again. Today, because of you, Hwpl's vision and dedication have become a beacon of hope for millions of people, making the peace as a tangible reality. Today, as we come together to celebrate peace, we are reminded that we are here together because of the power of oneness, unity, and strength, as one in collaboration. And because of you, we are able to explore the immense potential of what we can achieve together when we stand together as one. Today, this event marks a decade since the inaugural of Hwpl World Peace Summit in 2014, where leaders from politics, religion, women's group, youth groups, and multiple groups gathered in order to realize peace, in order to understand peace, and in order to inculcate peace starting from their hearts. So we would also like to mention that especially how Hwpl has also landed up in the landmark agreements to resolve conflicts, establish peace, and foster cooperation. So as we commemorate this milestone, we will examine the key achievements today of the agreements that we have signed that day in 2014 and establish the plans for future initiatives. As we all know that throughout the humanity, we all have faced many kinds of atrocities, countless problems and challenges. Yet, Hwpl has preserved and persevered to build the bridges. Our commitment to resolve conflicts through dialogue, through understanding, through cooperation, through law, through media has led to significant milestones. Whether it's a signing of peace agreement or the establishment of global alliances or the relentless efforts of peacekeeping missions, each step forward has brought us closer to the world free from the shackles of discord. And of course, we all have our share of problems, troubles. वो कहते हैं ना, जितना कठिन संघर्ष होगा, उतनी ही शानदार जीत होगी. It's a tremendous honor and joy to stand before you today as we celebrate 10th anniversary of Hwpl World Peace Summit. This milestone just not only represents the decade of commitment, but also the decade of hope, greatness, joy, and progress in this tireless journey for global peace. So as we have gathered today, we are reminded of the Peace Summit's founding vision, a vision that transcends borders, cultures, beliefs, and uniting all of us together under as a common goal for creating a world of peace. Hwpl has turned 10 years old, and over the past 10 years, we have seen incredible impacts made by the chairman of Hwpl. And together with you, we are able to move forward every single moment, every single day, every single hour. And we are truly, truly grateful to you. Your collective efforts have shown that we are one. Despite our differences, we all have the power to come together for the greater good. Today, as we reflect on the past decade, let us also look forward with a renewed determination. The road to peace is not easy, and there are still many more challenges coming ahead. As we know that when we do something good, there are more troubles and hindrances coming ahead. But since we are a one family of peace, I truly believe that we will be able to overcome all those hindrances, challenges, and make this peace tangible reality even within our hearts, starting from me, myself, and our households, offices, wherever we are working. Together we can make the dream of peaceful, harmonious world a reality for future generations. So thank you all for the commitment of peace, and congratulations everyone, because it's not just me, Hwpl, you all are the big part of the family of Hwpl. So shall we applaud each other as a family of peace? So आप सभी को Hwpl के 10वीं वर्षगांठ पे बधाई हो. And I would lastly like to conclude by one of the most heartfelt messages by the chairman of Hwpl, Honorable Chairman Man Healy. He mentioned, and I hope that our eyes and ears are completely open so that we can engrave the words which is going to be peaceful in our hearts. He says, "We are the messengers of peace, born in this era, with a mission to build a peaceful world and to leave it as a legacy to future generations. This is a shared goal of humanity and the way to realize sustainable peace that mankind has been hoping for. as spring full of warmth comes after harsh winter, we are welcoming an era of peace after a time of conflicts and division. This refreshing and sweet scent of peace spread by Hwpl and messengers of peace is filling the air, foretelling the coming of an everlasting spring. So I hope and believe that we all will be taking our leap towards the peace. Lastly, I would like to say, we are one. Thank you, everyone.
And the coming generation. Once again, we extend our sincere thanks to Deputy General Director Diksha Ranjan for her welcoming address.
The 10th anniversary of Hwpl World Peace Summit is not only being celebrated here in India, New Delhi, but we also celebrated it together with 10,000 people from 122 countries around the world throughout the month of September. So to make this day more memorable, we will be having a commemorative photo. So we will be doing the pose of We Are One. So all our volunteers and guests, may I request you to hold your pose for 10 seconds. Our photographers, please come up on the stage. Let's all have a bright smile. Let's hold our pose for a few minutes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Next, we will watch a segment of the presentation by Hwpl's Honorable Chairman Lee Man-hee from the World Peace Summit held on September 18th in Gosong, South Korea. The event was attended by over 30,000 people live and 100,000 in total.
It's quite impressive how Chairman Lee, the founder of the Global Peace Organization Hwpl, has demonstrated the possibility of peace for all humanity by laying the foundation for sustainable peace throughout initiatives such as the enactment of international law for cessation of war, interfaith harmony, and peace education. His annual peace messages truly inspire across the global unity. So let's watch the video message together.
HWPL की 10वीं वर्षगांठ पर हम सब लोग यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं। उस शांति दूत को, उस शांति को पूरी विश्व में ले जाने वाली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो आज वार्षिक उत्सव है, उसमें आकर, जिसमें वर्ल्ड पीस समिट 18 वर्ष पहले हुआ और 10 साल की वर्षगांठ है। मेरा सौभाग्य है कि दिल्ली चैप्टर से मुझे बहुत ही एक्टिव जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, उन्होंने एफर्ट्स करके मुझे कोरिया और इतने बड़े आपके प्रोग्राम में जाने का मौका दिया था। मैं उनका धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ, दिशा जी का, जिन्होंने बहुत कोशिश की थी और मैं गया था। और सचमुच मैंने वहाँ जाकर जो देखा, उससे मुझे एहसास हुआ कि हमारे भारत में, जिसको जाना जाता है शांति के लिए, जहाँ विभिन्न भाषाओं के, विभिन्न धर्मों के लोग मिलकर रहते हैं आदि अनादि काल से, फिर भी हम पीछे क्यों हैं? कोरिया बहुत आगे है। मिस्टर ली ने दुनिया में शांति का जो डंका बजाया आज आपके सम्मुख है। मैं आपकी दिल्ली की जो हमारे कार्यकर्ता हैं उनको धन्यवाद करता हूं कि इतना बड़ा गैदरिंग और इतना बड़ा कार्यक्रम आपने किया है। बहुत दिन से मैं आपके कार्यक्रमों में नहीं भाग ले पा रहा था कि आप जानते हैं कि हमारी भारत की सर्वधर्म संसद भी इसी पैटर्न पर जनवरी में इंटरनेशनल समिट कर रही है, इंटरफेथ डायलॉग पे। उसमें व्यस्तता इतनी रहती है कि सारे देशों के लोगों के साथ पहली बार, क्योंकि हम भारत में कर रहे हैं, तरह तरह की तकलीफ होती हैं, मगर आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जो हमें ताकत मिलती है, सहयोग मिलता है, अन्य संस्थाओं से जो सहयोग मिलता है, मुझे निश्चित ही ये विश्वास है कि दुनिया में पीस होगा, अमन होगा, भाई भाई आपस में मिलकर रहेंगे, जाति धर्म का फर्क नहीं होगा। हम इंसान हैं, ईश्वर ने हमको इंसान बनाया है और सबसे पहले हमारा मजहब इंसानियत है। मैं समझता हूँ कि जो मैं मानता हूँ कि आप सब मेरे से सहमत होंगे कि जो जितनी जातियाँ, जितनी योनियाँ ईश्वर ने बनाई है, उसमें श्रेष्ठ योनि मनुष्य को बनाया गया है। वो इसलिए बनाया गया है कि वो पीस के लिए, शांति के लिए काम करे, दुनिया में शांति फैलाए। आज बुद्ध के मार्ग को अनुसरण करना चाहिए, इसलिए मध्यम मार्ग की बात अगर किसी ने कही, वो महात्मा बुद्ध ने कही है, और वही दुनिया के लिए ठीक है कि ज़्यादा टाइट करने से सितार का तार टूट जाता है और ढीला छोड़ने से इसका स्वर भी ढीला हो जाता है। हमें मध्यम मार्ग, बीच का रास्ता लेना पड़ेगा, जो ली साहब ने कोरिया की भूमि से शुरू किया और दुनिया के कोने कोने तक इसको पहुंचाया है। मैं हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। मानसिक रूप से मैं तैयार हूं कि आपकी जमायत पूरी की पूरी जो हम कर रहे हैं जनवरी में भारत मंडपम में, आप सब भी उसमें शरीक होने वाले हैं। मैंने आपसे कहा है कि दुनिया के बहुत लोग, अभी सलमान हमारे जो सदस्य हैं वो जापान का दौरा करके आए हैं, इसी सिलसिले में हमारी टीम के लोग पूरी दुनिया के देशों में गए हुए हैं, वहाँ से ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं कि शांति के लिए जो काम करने वाले हैं उनको हम भारत की धरती पर एक बार लाएं, क्योंकि भारत एक ऐसा देश है जहाँ भांति भांति की भाषा और धर्म के लोग रहते हैं आदि अनादि काल से, मगर वो अनेकता में एकता की बात करते हैं। इतना बड़ा इंटरफेथ डायलॉग और कहीं नहीं हो सकता जो हमारे भारत में है, जो अछूता रह गया था। 130 वर्ष पहले विवेकानंद जी ने जाके दुनिया में अपना परिचय दिया था, और परिचय था इंसानियत का, न किसी मजहब का था। वो एक सेकुलर शक्ति की बात करते थे, उन्होंने इंसानियत की बात की थी। भारत में किसी धर्म का, एक धर्म का प्रचार नहीं किया था, पूरे भारत का जो मार्गदर्शन किया था, लोगों को भारत से परिचय कराया था। अब लोग भूल जा रहे हैं, इसलिए हमने ये समिट जो उनको समर्पित किया है। मैं आप सबका आभार प्रकट करता हूँ। आपने मुझे सबसे पहले बुलाया, मैंने दिशा से कहा था मेरी मजबूरी है, एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट हमारी मीटिंग अभी एक मंत्री जी के साथ चल रही है, तो उसमें मुझे जाना है। मैं आपसे क्षमा मांग के चाह रहा हूँ, इतने सुंदर प्रोग्राम को छोड़ना असंभव होता है। मैं सब कुछ देखना चाहता था, मेरी मजबूरी के लिए मुझे आप क्षमा करेंगे। बहुत बहुत हार्दिक धन्यवाद आपका, बहुत बहुत।
हम सभी एग्री करेंगे कि हमारा प्रथम धर्म इंसानियत ही होना चाहिए, और जिस मध्यम मार्ग की बात सर ने कही, जितने भी महापुरुष हुए इंक्लूडिंग महात्मा बुद्ध एज वेल, उन सभी ने हमें शांति का ही पाठ पढ़ाया। थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन। लेट्स गिव अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज।
Now, moving on, may I request Ma'am Margaret Hwpl, who will be speaking on the importance of interreligious harmony. Ma'am Margaret Hwpl began her peace work at the age of 16 and has dedicated over 50 years to promoting interreligious harmony with Ashirwad Bangalore. She is the secretary of the interreligious harmony movement at Ashirwad and continues to inspire through her lifelong commitment to peace. So let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Sat Sri Akal, Vaheguru Ji Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Peace be with you. Shalom, Nama Buddhaya, Jai Jindra, Alu Aba Yazdan, Pana Bodhi. Greetings to you in the name of people of faith from all major religions in the world. I am honored today to be asked by Hwpl to share my thoughts on the importance of interfaith harmony on this 10th anniversary since the inception of Hwpl in India and the world. Its commitment to the goal of achieving world peace and cessation of war by transcending the differences between races, nations and cultures through its 3 core initiatives, namely Law for Peace, Alliance of Religion and Peace Education, is commendable. On behalf of the religion and on behalf of the interfaith family present here and those all around the world and myself, I congratulate the founder and chairman Lee Man-hee, a Korean war veteran, for embarking on a spiritual journey and being entrusted by divine calling to give the clarion call to people of all religions, all races and creeds, all people of goodwill, to promote peace and harmony in this world and thus help him to leave the legacy of peace and harmony for future generations to come. The question arises, why is interfaith dialogue important? We live in a pluralistic world where I believe we are all brothers and sisters, Vasudeva Kutamba, one big family. We all have to ask ourselves, are we really brothers and sisters? Do we really want to promote peace and harmony? If we do, and I'm sure we do, then why are we not doing so? This is the question I ask of all those present here. There can be no difference between each other, between countries and faiths. After all, we are the children of one God and all belong to the human race. If we look around and see, we see countries at war, killing and desecration of holy shrines, people fighting in the name of religion, hatred between communities, bigotry, pain, suffering, discrimination all around in this world, in our society. This chaotic and tumultuous war we live in is getting increasingly paralyzed. This chaotic and tumultuous war we live in is getting increasingly paralyzed where majoritarianism, xenophobia, a kind of political rhetoric which would be unacceptable until a few years ago, is getting normalized these days. Guns, explosives planted in pages, bombs and other weapons of destruction are being used to destroy the human race. Does this make sense? Verbal abuse is also on the rise. This madness has to stop. As people of faith, if we do not rise up to cross these boundaries, to transcend those barriers that are being created in the name of religion and ethnicity and culture and nationalism, then we have no hope. If we have to live together, as someone said, then we have to learn to live together. Thus, interfaith dialogue is one of the best ways of solving the problem. As otherwise someone said, we are going to have to die alone. I am also reminded of a German theologian called Hansung who said, no human life together without a world ethic for the nation, no peace among the nation without peace among religion, No peace among religion without dialogue among religions. I think if we have to establish peace among people of different faiths, the first and then foremost thing is to go meet, knock on their door, and then establish friendship. Let us work together rather than work in competition. I often say that it is best to complement one another than compete with one another. This life we live in, which is in turmoil, begs the people of the light and faith to follow the path of peace and harmony and become beacons and saviors of God's kingdom by giving the message of hope, peace, and goodwill to all people. Through our example and an inbuilt desire for peace, the only way to change the situation is to join with the forces and with the masses, and with the help of dialogue, establish peace for our future generations. This is what brings us here, to not only celebrate the 10th anniversary of this awesome peace mission, but to celebrate our oneness as a human family. This is an important day, and it is one when all of us must resolve to open the channels of dialogue for peace and harmony in this troubled world of ours. This can be achieved if we accept, respect, and celebrate our diversity and differences without giving up our uniqueness. This can be done only through dialogue with other faiths. Through understanding, tolerance, respect, and patience, which are important requisites for creating a positive climate for interfaith dialogue and thus peaceful coexistence. Are we ready for it? If so, let us look at what are the requirements to start this process. It requires a mindset. It requires determination, readiness, and a change of mind. It requires a sense of urgency of beginning the process of dialogue with people of other faiths. I have to say it has already begun. Through great peacemakers like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Nelson Mandela, Pope Francis, and Cardinal Newman. And most importantly, Pastor Lee Manti. We cannot forget the scriptures of various faiths. All Maharishis, saints, sages, and masters of all faiths who have set the stage through their speeches and movements and stories and teachings of their lives. History accounts for Emperor Ashoka and Akbar and their contributions through dialogue in governing their kingdoms. It is now up to us in the global family and Hwpl to carry the torch forward all around the world and ignite the flame within all people to promote peace, non-violence through dialogue. Interfaith dialogue is a challenging process. It requires openness, freedom, a positive attitude, perseverance, the breaking down of walls of division that stands at the center of most wars. After all, the objective of interfaith dialogue is peace. Interfaith dialogue does not aim to change the ideas of people about their religion or faith, but seeks to find a common ground between religions, communities, and through the emphasis of harmony and peace, in order to find solutions to many of our common problems. In fact, one of the reasons for interfaith dialogue is to provide an atmosphere of freedom to people of different faiths, to express their opinions, to listen to each other in order to understand the other, thus getting to know and learning to understand the other. It helps to develop the ability to discuss our religious and cultural differences, which is vital for a peaceful coexistence, and celebrate our togetherness. In fact, when it comes to similarities, in the past, it was an age of divergence. We could live alone, but now we live in an age of convergence. We are forced to live in one world, and we are increasingly living in a global village. Interfaith dialogue is necessary to avoid misunderstandings and live as one big family, Vasudeva Kutumba. Let us now look at the importance of interfaith dialogue. It unlocks the power of religious traditions and provides the inspiration, guidance, and validation necessary for the population to move forward towards non-violent means of interaction. It is an important means to reduce religious, ethnic, and communal conflicts by understanding other cultures and faiths differences. It helps in resolving conflicts, be it religious, ethnic, or communal in nature. It can help people identify areas where religious differences can make it difficult to work together and finding a way to ease difficulties. Interfaith dialogue can help people understand the beliefs and practices and traditions of other religions that can lead to more peaceful coexistence in a pluralistic society. It can increase our respect for other religions and institutions, thereby increasing our appreciation of their values. Through dialogue, they can build bridges of understanding. Interfaith dialogue can help people examine through their faith their own beliefs to support their position, which can lead to increased self-understanding. Interfaith dialogue can help in fostering tolerance and acceptance among different faith communities. It can also help to advance world peace by uniting faiths and fostering reciprocal understanding through dance, art, appreciation, music, drama, poetry, literary activities, and debates. Interfaith dialogue amongst different faiths can, through their scriptures and their own understanding and understanding of others, play an important role in altering the discourse on climate change from a negative position to a positive one. The interfaith community are the moral and ethical voices on the planet. As stewards of the earth, people of faith, no matter what faith or tradition we come from, have the moral responsibility to restore and defend God's creation. Interfaith dialogue will enhance our sensitivity to the feelings of all professing religious people in their relationship with God. It should result in the deepening of the faith of every participant. Interfaith dialogue is necessary to promote social equality, whether it be through economics or whether it be culturally. Interfaith dialogue can be an excellent way to heal divisions in society. Interfaith dialogue is also needed to strengthen the citizenship rights of a person. This is needed because there is a deep-rooted misconception among the minorities who are denied their rights as citizens of the world. Dialogue between followers of different faiths, traditions, is of great help to achieving common goals of the society and nation. It enhances the participation of every member of every religion in the development and prosperity of the nation. Dialogue helps in making public opinions against the evils prevailing in society. Dialogue minimizes the gap between communities, which in turn reinforces the national integration of countries. Interfaith dialogue should be initiated to weed out communal politics. Interfaith dialogue demonstrates to the public how different faiths can live together in harmony without insulting each other and hurting them. It enhances understanding, goodwill, and a sense of community between people of different faiths. Interfaith dialogue can be helpful in removing the fear from the minds of minorities who are oppressed and help them to cooperate with the majority community in the field of development and prosperity. Dialogue between followers of different faiths, traditions, help each religion to grow and develop mutually. A religion through dialogue helps other religions for its enrichment. Interfaith dialogue provides space for the religions to contribute and complement each other. It helps society as a whole by producing better mutual understanding among believers of different religions. Dialogue between followers of different faiths, traditions, encouraging supporting of each other in times of difficulties when natural and man-made calamities strike upon the society. Dialogue helps in creating people and individuals who do relief work irrespective of caste, creed, religions, language, etc. All religions believe in selfless service to humanity. With the help of interfaith dialogue and services and aids can be extended to the people of other religions, also, especially during festive time. If there are some joint activities in this regard, we can bring good results and trust for peaceful coexistence. This group of religious leadership can run schools, hospitals, and other institutions and funding agencies jointly in areas where people of different religious denominations reside, and create an atmosphere where people of different faiths can live and interact peacefully with each other. To conclude, I would say that dialogue between followers of different faiths, traditions is not about conversion. It is the best practical experience of peace and harmony. It does not mean to accept one's religion, but it is essential to stand in communal harmony, as well as teaching you about the other religions engaged in. It helps us to understand our own religion better, to combat communal hatred and promote inter-community harmony. People of different faiths must promote a culture of dialogue. People should work together to make the world better. They should be able to make the ways to come out of the danger of the modern technology and environment, devastation, energy crisis, youth problems, hunger, violence, radicalism, and decadence of morality and faith. Every human being must have the ability to discuss their religion and cultural differences. The leaders of today must take up the challenge, namely of encouraging those who are interested in other faiths by having conversation with people of other faiths. Secondly, energize those who have an allergy towards other religions. And third group of people have an empty mind towards other faiths. Leaders must engage in these three types of people and reach out to them with the message of humanity and peaceful coexistence, which is important for our future generations. Our discourse today would pattern their lives in tomorrow. Now it is in our hands. Do we want to give them, the children of tomorrow, a better future in which they would be more tolerated and adamant about the needs of peace and amity in the world, or make them the pessimists who would fetch on the ever-deviating human being? It is up to us. May this world and may our country be a heaven. Can we find that heaven which we are wanting to go to here and now? We all look forward to going to heaven, but the heaven is here today. Surely we can if we change our mindset and start the process of finding or making that heaven here and now. Not only for ourselves, but for others. We must remove our human frailties by entering into a meaningful dialogue which should take place in this world, in this country we live in, which we call our home. Thus, it should become a heaven where peace, friendship, brotherhood, and harmony prevail. Let us work hand in hand and make this heaven happen for everybody.
People from the women's group who has been working for the women's empowerment and for the sustainability. So we would also like to invite all the female members who have been coming here. So can you please line up on the stage? They have been doing an incredible work together for the empowerment.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am truly honored to be invited to the 10th anniversary of this organization, and I thank Ms. Diksha Ranjan from my heart to invite us here, to make us aware of the initiatives that the organization is taking in terms of promoting peace. I am very excited. I am very looking forward to work with the organization to see how we can promote peace as well as how we can empower women at the same time by joining hands. Ms. Diksha is truly a leader, and I have been seeing her from last few days working tirelessly for this program, and I'm sure that she will be able to take the motto of the program, of the organization, to great heights, and she will be able to give her best and to put her bid in promoting peace. Thank you so much.
Moving forward, we would like to invite our next speaker, Ashima Hutta ma'am, who will be introducing the importance of peace education. As a headmistress of middle wings at Manthan School, ma'am has actively implemented peace education based on her deep understanding of peace education. Let us welcome her with a big round of applause.
So a peaceful afternoon to all the peace educators. It is an honor to stand before you today to discuss a topic that holds immense relevance, peace education. In a world where conflict seems to be a daily reality, peace education emerges as a powerful tool for shaping a more harmonious future. We are living in a time of unprecedented challenges: global tensions, political instability, economic inequality, and environmental crisis. They seem to dominate the headlines, but perhaps the most troubling of all is the growing polarization and erosion of dialogue between communities, nations, and individuals. Violent extremism, intolerance, and hatred are no longer confined to battlefields. They find their way into our societies, homes, and even classrooms. According to UNESCO, over 200 million children worldwide are affected by armed conflict, and violence has become a part of their everyday life. The United Nations has emphasized the need for global action to integrate peace and conflict worldwide into formal curricula. In response to this call, peace education is being implemented in our school, that is the Manthan School. Hwpl has introduced curricula aimed at instilling the principles of peaceful coexistence and conflict resolution in young minds. By integrating peace education into schools, Hwpl ensures that future generations are raised with the ideals of peace at their core. What makes Hwpl approach especially impactful is its focus on international dialogue. By bringing together youth and decision makers, Hwpl builds bridges between different perspectives and ensures that the youth are just not recipients of peace education, but active contributors to the peace building process. This dynamic creates a ripple effect, where youth takes peace lessons into their communities, spread these values even further. After implementing this program in our school, we have witnessed a difference in our students. Before the peace education program, from grades 6 to 12, students had a limited understanding of peace, often viewing as a vague and superficial concept. However, the program created a transformative shift across all grades. So after this program for 6 months now, we conducted a survey where we found some astounding results. Grade 6 students shared how they learn or better manage their emotions. Before the program, they often ignored their cold or rude behavior towards others. Now they have developed greater emotional control, handling anger, and impulsive reactions with patience. They also reported being more open-minded, tolerant, and understanding the diverse perspectives. Grade 7 students expressed how they became more empathetic. The program taught them to consider other feelings, making them kinder in their reactions and more willing to listen to different opinions. This shift fostered a sense of compassion and a greater respect of differences. Now moving further ahead, my grade 8 students, they began to view conflicts as an inevitable situations, but as opportunities for peaceful resolutions. They learned that communication and empathy are key to resolving disputes, both on a personal and global level, rather than restoring to anger or aggression. For grade 9 students moving to our high school, discussions on the devastating impact of wars led to a mindset shift. They developed a deeper sense of gratitude, appreciation, what they have instead of focusing on what they lack. This positive outlook on life gave them a stronger sense of satisfaction and peace. After attending classes and seminars, grade 10 to 12 students gained a clearer view of peace. They admitted they were once focused on themselves and didn't fully understand the need for peace on a larger scale. Now they see themselves as future leaders and have a better grasp of global conflicts and their causes. They understand that change starts with themselves and are committed to promoting peace both locally and globally. Their new perspective has also highlighted the critical need for common human rights worldwide. Inspired by this awareness, they are eager to join global peace efforts like DPCW campaign, aiming to make a positive impact and work towards a more just and peaceful world. As a result of this, I felt that our efforts should not be isolated. We must collaborate across sectors, schools, governments, civil societies and organizations like HWPL to create a world where peace is not just an aspiration, but a lived reality. In closing, let us remember that peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice, equity, and human dignity. Through education, we can plant the seeds of peace today and nurture a more harmonious world for tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was really amazing. Shall we continue to clap? Thank you so much, Ma'am Ashima, for helping us understand that how, with the collaboration of HWPL, how students are being shaped into such transformative peace builders. So we are very thankful, and we would like to again clap for you once again. So let us all clap once again and applaud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your precious speech. Now, moving forward, we would like to move to our next speaker. Let us invite Mr. Praveen Parekh sir, who is also the Senior Counsel practicing at Supreme Court of India. He has been President of Supreme Bar Association of India 6 times. In 2012, sir was also conferred with Padma Shri as well, the 4th highest civilian honor, and also has specially contributed to the creation of the 10 articles and 38 clauses of DPCW today. Let us welcome him to the stage with a big round of applause.
My dear friends, each one of you want to have peace, and peace is the only choice for all of us. Some of the people and some of the countries don't believe, but we have to have peace. And I am very, very happy that there is one organization here, which we are here at WPA. They have done a wonderful job, and they have got people from all over the world to join what they have done, and what they have done. I don't find anyone else in the world has done what HWPL has done for this wonderful job. I'm also the president of the ISIL here, and I'm part and parcel of our organizations of HWPL. It is an honor to stand before you today to speak on a topic that holds immense importance for the world, which is peace. Peace is the presence of justice, mutual respect, and all cooperation amongst nations. Good old days, there used to be fight. You will fight with some small little weapons. Now, one person in 1 second can throw out a large number of countries, not number of human beings. Large countries can be thrown out in 1 second. Tack, and out you go. That is what is happening. So today, the world peace is required by us much more than it was required. It was always required, but the difficulty was not so much bad as we have got today. And it is not that these things are power with some good companies or the good countries. There are some countries whom, I can't mention them names, but God knows what they will do and how they will do. They have a lot of powers. There's one signal is good enough for him to. They cannot do anything good for anyone, but they can do a lot of bad for all of us. I would like to emphasize that India is leading the way in promoting a global culture peace. In recent years, we have not only advanced economically, but also have been playing a crucial role in fostering international cooperation and understanding. In particular, our dedication to peace and mutual respect is central to our development. Today's event offers an opportunity to reinform the commitment and to share our vision for global proceedings. My work with HWPL has been personally rewarding and meaningful to me. I have been participating in almost all the functions which have been pulled me from HWPL, and when done whatever little I can do as far as here in India. The DPCW is more than just a document. It is a global charter for peace and human rights, offering a clear path that humanity must follow. Comprising 10 articles and 38 clauses, this declaration lays out a legal framework that can bring lasting peace to all nations. It provides a crucial foundation for making a peace a legally binding obligations within the international community. India's commitment to peace aligns perfectly with the DPCW's objective. Our nation's leadership in promoting peace on the global stage matches with the goals of DPCW, and this partnership with HWPL complements these objectives in making great strides towards a more peaceful world. The Constitution of India itself provides for the world peace, and our governments from time to time have always helped in getting the world peace. Personally, my experience with HWPL has profoundly shaped my understanding of peace. HWPL's approach is both comprehensive and practical. It is especially inspiring to see so many young people learning the values of peace through HWPL's program and activities. These youth are growing into the next generation of peace advocates, which is truly hopeful. As we gather today to share a renewed vision for peace and emphasize the importance of the DPCW, I hope we can all contribute to building a more peaceful and stable world throughout our collective efforts. I have participated in HWPLs for a large number of times, and I will like to always work for Hwpl and to work for each one of you. Thank you very much.
Curriculum. But before that, let's also welcome
Bhante Dr. Chandra Kirti, who is also the head of department of Buddhist department in Shubharti University, Meerut. He is also the founder and president of Women Empowerment Sangha and director of Buddhist Seminary in Nagpur. Sir has also received an award from UP government to promote Pali language specially. And Sir has also wrote many books and organized many national and international conferences. We would like to invite Sir on the stage.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. 10th anniversary of the September 18th HWP World Peace Summit. Really, I congratulate to HWPL to his long 10 years journey. Really, we can say the for peace word. So definitely we can say the congratulations today. I heard here many Hindi audience. So I want to talk in Hindi. जैसे कि आप देखते कि पूरी दुनिया में जहाँ पर युद्ध जैसी समस्याएं अभी चल रही हो, नीचे इस तरह से ऊपर तक तो निश्चित ही पीस के लिए ये बहुत ही बातचीत करना या उसे इस्टाब्लिश करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी होता है। तो मुझे यहाँ पर पहली बार आने का अवसर मिला है। तो डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर मालती साकरे इन्होंने मुझे यहाँ पर इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में बताया और मैं यहाँ पर देख पा रहा हूँ कि डॉक्टर मिलिंद जीवनी जी भी यहाँ पर नागपुर से हैं और आप सभी लोग जो कि HWPL की टीम जितनी भी लगातार टायरलेस वो पीस को लाने के लिए काम कर रही है, तो मैं सबसे पहले मैं उनका बहुत धन्यवाद अदा करना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि पीस ये कोई साधारण काम नहीं है। ये पीस बहुत बड़ी चीज़ का नाम है जो एकाएक से भी मनुष्य के पास नहीं आ पाता है। और आपने देखा हो कि एक इंसान से लड़ते भी नज़र आता है, एक देश से लड़ते भी नज़र आता है, एक पड़ोसी से लड़ते भी नज़र आता है। और ऐसे में यदि हम वर्ल्ड पीस की बात कर रहे हैं तो निश्चित ही तौर पर ये बहुत ही बड़ा काम है, जहाँ पर हमें तथागत गौतम बुद्ध को याद करते हुए कि वो बड़े प्रासंगिक नज़र आते हैं इस 21वीं सदी में। उन्होंने पाली में जो बात कही थी वो मुझे याद आती है, नहीं वेरे न वेरानी संबंधिदा कुदाचनन अवरेंच संबंधी एस धम्मो शनंतनो। अर्थात वेर को वेर से कभी दूर नहीं किया जा सकता, वेर को प्रेम से ही दूर किया जा सकता है। ये प्राचीन नियम है पूरी दुनिया का। और इसलिए आप देखेंगे कि नफरत से नफरत बढ़ती है, लेकिन प्रेम से प्रेम बढ़ता है। और इसलिए हमें पूरी दुनिया में प्रेम, मैत्री और करुणा को प्रमोट करना चाहिए। वी प्रैक्टिस कंपेशन, लविंग काइंडनेस एंड जो हम आपस में प्रेम करते हैं, ब्रदरहुड जिसे कहा जाता है, तो ये हमें प्रमोट करना चाहिए। यदि ये प्रमोट हो जाता है तो जैसे लाइक वी से इंडियन, वी आर पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, ये यदि बढ़ता है तो वी कैन से वी आर पीपल ऑफ वर्ल्ड। और जब ये भावना हमारे अंदर में निर्माण होती है तो हमने देखा कि आज सभी लोग कहते हैं कि हम सब एक हैं। तो ग्लोबल लेवल पर ये सब हम एक हो जाते हैं। तो एक होने की जो भावना ये WHPL ने जो बनाई है, निश्चित तौर पर हम कह सकते हैं कि एक बड़ी क्रांति का काम है, एक बड़ी मोमेंट है जो दुनिया में हर इंसान को इंसान से जोड़ने का काम कर सकती हैं। और इसलिए हम सब लोगों ने इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के माध्यम से पीस को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए हमें प्रमोट करना अत्यंत ज़रूरी है। तो मैं बस इतनी ही बात कहते हुए पर रुकता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच टू इनवाइट मी एंड थैंक यू टू ऑल।
Thank you so much for the precious words. Now, like I mentioned, we have a really special segment. So we'll be watching a short video about HWPL and Mary Group of Institutes and how we have been working.
The Lord Himself acted as a messenger of peace to see that a devastating war does not escalate, and for peace he was ready to barter for 5 villages to see that the war doesn't happen. We know Buddha talked about non-violence, ahimsa, and righteousness, how peace can be within ourselves. Ashoka the Great is not known for his exploits at the Kalinga War, but what came after the Kalinga War was his embracement to peace. The whole land, which was a big country in itself, followed the path of the Buddha, and they talked about ahimsa and peaceful coexistence. The 150 or 200 years of the British rule was not brought down by the guns, but by a very, very simple concept of non-violence, ahimsa, by Mahatma Gandhi. Ahimsa Parmo Dhamma was his motto, and that is how we were able to stand in front of the might of the British Empire and get our independence. Jawaharlal Nehru once said that peace does not mean the end of war, but peace is a state of mind, something which we can inculcate between ourselves. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has always said that in any war, especially between Ukraine and Russia, we are a party, but we are a party of peace. And no development and growth can happen without the confluence and peace and development moving together. When we decided upon coming up with this curriculum, we wanted to extend the peace education to a higher education level, which initially, with the help of Hwpl, was more at the school level. So coming up with this concept of economics of peace, the basic aim was that everybody who talks about economics or money, and when we talk about economics of war, it is one thing which helps a few. But economics of peace is another thing which will help a larger mankind to grow and to develop and to live peacefully in a good and healthy life. In a world often marked by conflict and divisions, the concept of peace can seem elusive. Yet, beneath the surface of strife lies a profound economic narrative that deserves our attention, the economics of peace. It seeks to illuminate the intricate relationship between economic systems and the pursuit of lasting peace, exploring how prosperity and stability can coexist. The course which has been developed is indeed a work of love for peace in the world and is coming out at a time when the contemporary world is facing challenges. Drawing on case studies, theoretical insights, and real-world examples, the work aims to challenge traditional notions of economics and conflict. The authors believe that investment in human capital, equitable resource distribution, and sustainable practices are essential components of a robust peace strategy. There are 40 lecture videos and corresponding text with concepts and cases from different contexts and parts of the world, that is Africa, Middle East, Ukraine, Russia, Korea, and more. We have immensely benefited from the interaction with the Hwpl team from South Korea, Victoria and her other team members, and would like to thank them for their contribution to understanding various issues of peace through live case studies. We hope the course leads to a better understanding of peace process. The journey towards peace is one that requires collective effort, and I hope the course serves as a catalyst for thought, dialogue, and action. This course is meant for educators. This course is meant for students at higher education level to understand that peace is not only a spiritual or a social concept, it also adds to a sound economic value to the humankind. I hope that everybody and collectively we all will benefit from this course. In the words of Swami Vivekananda, I would like to say, arise, awake, and stop not. is the goal of peaceful coexistence of mankind is achieved. Thank you and Om Shanti.
Yes, in order to promote cooperation between each organization and HWPL to resolve conflicts and create a culture of peace in India, before inviting all the distinguished guests, let's watch a short video about their respective organizations.
Hi everyone. So the song is called Rosanna. I hope you do understand like the hidden message behind the song, but of course, even if you don't, I think you'll like it.
दिन मेरा हाल उसका मुझसे बुरा ना चीज मैं भला कैसे हो पूरी दुआ रोज़ाना रोज़ाना तकदीर में लिखा झूठी गवाही पे मर जाना मशहूर हो गया जालिम मेरा ये अफसाना तू बेखौफ बेशरम बहता खून यूं दम बदम मेरा तोड़े घर फिर सर कलम ढूंढे क्या तू बेरहम मांगे बेपनाह मेरा खुदा देखे तुझे रोज़ाना रोज़ाना रोज़ाना
For such a beautiful music. It was truly a wonderful performance. So Super Sikh Foundation is a non-profit organization who is working dedicatedly to serve humanity. Let's truly become one with such a good cause and work together as one. Now moving on, we will be having the MOU signing ceremony. So please come up on the stage whose names are being taken.
First of all, we would like to invite Milind Jeevane sir, then Mr. Vijay Shivan Bagde sir, Mr. Satyajit Limbajan Rao sir, and Mr. Ganesh Sharma, who is also the principal of Global Indian International School.
Give a big round of applause to Ishani Chaudhary for such a graceful performance. Now, we would like to request the students from the Manthan school who have prepared a Nukkad Natak on the theme War Damages Society, the only thing that is right is peace. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause.